We have another sentence on the board. Who can read my sentence that's on the board? Brooke. That was a good jab. What do you think you could defeat? What that starts with an A and ends with a Z. This is yes, it's a mystery word and she figured it out. Let's give her a hand. Good job, Brooke. You figured out that mystery word. All right. So now what is the first thing we're going to look for in deciding which part of the sentence we have? We're going to look for our predicate. And a predicate is a verb. And a verb shows action, state, or state of being. And the question we're going to ask is, what are the words or words that show action, state, or state of being? Now it says word or words. What is the word or words that show action, state, or state of being? Word or words. Bucky.
Often it's right, but did.
It's part of it. It's part of it. It's part of the verb. Did is part of it, but we have more than one word. Abe. Did vanquish. Write that on your papers. Did vanquish. Sometimes our verbs have helpers. Sometimes our verbs have helpers. All right, now the next part we're going to look for in our sentence is the subject. And the subject is a noun, pronoun, or phrase. And the question we ask is, who or what is doing the action? Who or what is vanquishing, did vanquish? Who or what did Isaac? Oh, he did vanquish. And I'm going to cross off the words I've used in my sentence. All right. Now we have to say, stop, ask, do we have a linking verb? If yes, go to 5. If no, go to 4. Do we have a linking verb? Do we have a Vivian? No. So where are we going to go? 4. 4 is our direct object. And a direct object is always a noun, pronoun, or phrase. And we take subject, take verb, and ask who or what. He did vanquish who? He did vanquish what? What's the answer, Taylor? It's enemies. Enemies. All right, so we draw a line just straight to the line and write enemies. Now we have one word left. We're going to ask ourselves, does it talk about a noun or a verb? Does it talk about the noun or the verb? His, does it talk about the verb or the noun? What do you think, Brooke? The noun, ooh. So a word that adds to a noun by defining or describing is called an adjective. Yes, it always describes or defines a noun. So now we have to draw our line right under enemies and write his. And let's decide, does it describe or does it define? Does it describe or does it define? Look at the 4 categories under each one to figure it out. If it describes, it's going to tell.
What kind, what color, what size, what shape.
But if it defines, it's going to tell.
How many, how much, which one, or who.
What do we think it does? What do we think it does, Isaac?
Define.
Defines. Why?
It tells which.
Or do you think it tells whose?
Yeah,
Whose enemies? So you're right, it does define. All right, get your red pencils ready. He is our,
Subject.
and a subject is always a.
Noun, pronoun, or phrase.
Oh, good, I hear some of you. And in this case, it is a.
Noun.
Oh, why is it a pronoun? Who can tell me why is it a pronoun? Abe?
Because it takes a place of a noun.
It does take the place of a noun. Good job. And did vanquish is our,
Predicate.
and a predicate is a,
Verb.
and a verb shows.
Action, state, or state of.
I'm glad I hear some of you. In this case, it shows.
Action.
Yeah, I think it's action because you would have to do it. You couldn't just stare at your enemies. You'd have to ride out there on your horse or do something. You would have to do something to vanquish your enemies. And enemies is our. Oh, wait. Let's figure out. Is this transitive or intransitive? Is this verb transitive or intransitive? Vivian. Oh, well, let's remember. If it's transitive, it does have a. What does it have? We just talked about this.
Does have a
Direct object. So what is it called if it does have? Abe. Oh, help him out, Laura Lynn. Ooh, that's tricky. Transitive because it does have a direct object. Transitive. And enemies is our. And enemies is our direct. Oh, let's say that again. Enemies is our.
direct object.
Oh, yeah. And his is an.
Adjective.
It is. Good job.